The idea is that if you are already sort of being intentional about what you eat, it makes it a little easier to then think. By the way, being a vegan doesn't mean you're necessarily healthy.
So what do you make of this idea that you have to take care of your body? I mean, what's the general ideas and the concepts of
Well,
that apply to psychology?
there was this article. I think it was in may have been in the Times or Forbes. I can't remember that. And they interviewed a bunch of physicians, and they said that it's important to live your life as if you are living to be 75 years old, so that you should practice. We've talked in here about this notion of intentionality, but you should think about the things that you're eating with the goal toward having to living a life. And it's the reason they say 75 is because you want to. The goal is not to live really, really long, but to have a quality of life, so that
Yeah.
they will generate a quality of and you can maintain a quality of life. And the psychological component of that is, particularly if you're stressed, you often crave those sorts of things.
That are exactly the wrong things.
Right. I like the idea that, because practicing some intentionality around that. The idea is that if you are already sort of being intentional about what you eat, it makes it a little easier to then think. By the way, being a vegan doesn't mean you're necessarily healthy. Compared folks who ate processed vegan foods versus processed vegan foods versus folks who ate healthy meat. And the vegan folks still performed better eating processed vegan food than
Even
the
if it went through the
even people.
factory and came out, okay?
Even so, maybe vegan food might still be better and the reason it might be is that if you look at the dietary guidelines, about 70 to 80% of your caloric intake should come from plant-based things.
Oh.
And then even if you're a carnivore, the amount of meat you eat should be slimmer.